Hey guys, it's me, John, your host on Mgtow is Freedom. Enjoying a calm evening. Hot as it is, but the air is just right for drinking. Scotch to you guys. Cheers. You know, something occurred to me today. It's just a different way to think about what we do with our lives as men. Right? As Mgtow men, we talk about going our own way, men going their own way. What does that mean to us? Right? That means not needing any one woman and not needing society's blessings to live life as you see fit. Right? What you should be is the captain of your own ship. Right? Well, what does that mean? Well, means you decide what ship you're going to be on, how big that ship is, and where that ship is going. You know, all too often, I think, other people influence our decisions. They try and make us into the person that they want us to be. And I don't think it's for our best interest, right? Our benefit. You know, so being the captain of your own ship. Let's look at the negative side of this, if we will. Right, when you're not the captain, what are you? Right? To her, if she's the captain, are you the first mate? Or are you just a fucking swabby, right? A deckhand. Not that there's anything wrong with being a fucking deckhand, but in your own life, making your own decisions, right? The captain is the one who decides where the boat is going. Right? How fast it'll go, where it'll get there, everything. Right? They're the captain. The entire world is open to them, right? The sea. Well, as a first mate, you may have some influence over her, right? But as a deckhand, no. You just do as you're told. That boat is going to go wherever the hell it wants at the direction of the captain. And you don't have a choice. You don't have a say in it. Right? And that's just the way that works when you're not the captain. You know, is that necessarily bad? Well, when you start looking at whether or not you can make your own way, determine your own way, right? Then you decide, you know, this whole deckhand thing, it ain't cutting it. Right? It's not cutting it. You know, who wants to be a deckhand when you can be your own captain? Right? Be in charge of your own life. Now, if you look at what most men do, and by men, or most men, I'm talking about the everyday Joe. He goes out there and hooks himself up with a woman. He thinks he's in charge, but in just a couple of years, he's working for her. Right? He is her deckhand. He's out there doing the work on the deck. She's steering the boat. Right? He's down in engineering, making sure everything's working all right, so that she can go as far and as fast as she wants. And it all requires his labor, his brilliance, right? His experience to keep that ship going. And all she's doing is sitting at the till, just steering it. Now, if you look at men's lives in general, they tend to be going in circles, wouldn't you say? Right? Every day in and day out. It's called the rat race. Off to work and then back. Off to work and then back. Right? And it's all to benefit her, the captain. You should be in charge of your own life. You should decide where you want to go. And you should decide how long it's going to take to get there. You know, be your own captain. Man. Be in charge of your own life. Make it your life and your movements. Where you're going to go. The decisions should benefit you, in other words. I think that we've had generations of indoctrination that have told men that they need to make women happy. And women have, at every turn that I've seen, said what makes me happy is to be in charge. And so the guy hands it over to them, hands them the keys to the boat. Right? But where has that gotten everyone? Right? Now, who the fuck could argue if doing that, if handing your life over to women was more profitable? provided more happiness, got you where you want to go faster. Men think that's what's going to happen. They jump right into a relationship and they think that woman is just going to steer them on a course to happiness. Well, it's not. You're down in the fucking bilge pumping out shit all the time for her, while she's sitting as comfortable and pretty as possible, right on the bridge, at the helm. That's what women love. They love to be in charge. They love to make all the big decisions. Right? But there's something about the boat, the ship, right? It costs money. It costs time. It takes a lot of fucking effort to keep that thing going, right? To keep above the water line. Right? It's a very nautical video, as you've probably picked up on by now. And that is where I think women don't understand the way life works. You see, it takes a lot of money just to stay above water. It takes a lot of effort to stay above water. If you don't do it right, you go below water, right? We call that debt, right? Because it takes more money, more effort to get out of debt, right? Or to stay above water. And so people go into debt in order to do that, to look like they're doing well. They're in debt. You know, women will steer you wrong every time. Every fucking time. Right? If they were so good, they'd have been in charge hundreds of years ago, thousands of years ago. But they're not. They haven't been. There's no collective experience. There's no genetic memories about how to do it. That area belongs to men. That is why men are captains and should be captains in their own lives. Captains of the ships they are steering. Right? There's this thing called profit. You know, making money above and beyond what it takes to accomplish any one task. You know, shipping companies make profits. Right? They can manage to maintain a boat, maintain a crew, maintain the engines, everything that it takes for that ship to stay on course and make money on top of it. That is how men run their lives. We need to be the captains of our own ships, our own destinies. We need to stop foregoing and giving away the decisions to women just because we're told that it's socially desirable. So how do we do it? How do you take it back? Well, if you're married, you're in big trouble because you're going to jump ship, as it were, and you're going to have to pay the captain of the last ship you were on, her. You're going to have to pay her money to leave her ship. You're going to have to pay money to keep her ship going. Doesn't sound right when you think about it in terms of quitting a job, does it? Right? It seems almost fucking ridiculous, in fact, to think of leaving someone else's ship and continuing to have to pay money to keep their ship afloat, their ship going where she wants. Makes no sense. That's why marriage makes no sense. Because you're not in charge and your work pays for it. And if you try and leave, you're going to continue to pay for it. Something's not right here. Something's rotten